Hey everyone, it's Quince and this is going to be my first ever vlog, and this is going to be so special because it will be a requirement for our cognitive psychology. And before we hop into the video, let me just tell you about the topic. So the theme of this video is gonna be about mental imagery and how it affects our health or mental being during this pandemic. Hope you guys enjoyed. So what I did was I just pick or select random images from the internet and I will be sharing my thoughts about it. So the first picture that I got is an ocean. This is very popular among us psych students. I can still remember before that our theories of personalities teacher, Doc A, she allowed us to take a rest for our period, and then she just allowed us to close our eyes, and it's just so powerful how much a mental image can actually affect how you feel. And it's so amazing how I felt so relaxed and so serene at that time. I even fell asleep after she just read some paragraphs, and just the waves of the ocean on the background. It's so serene. I cannot actually determine the feeling, but it's so quiet. And I know it's not just me who loves the waves of the ocean. Many of us Filipinos who likes to, go to beach, hang out. And for me, that is one of my ways to actually escape from the reality that we are having. And it's so relaxing to be in there. I can only imagine. And if I knew that it will be my last hurrah, take my time and go to a beach for a month just to hang out and fall in love with my solitude. So the next image that I will be showing with you guys is the city lights. They are so important to me because ever since I was a kid, I want to go to Paris and travel it. I want to go there and have my boyfriend propose to me someday, because I don't know, it's just so beautiful to be under the lights. Every time I encounter it during Christmas, especially when we go to Policarpio in Mandaluyong, I just love it when my body surrounds with lights on it. It feels exciting and lively actually at the same time. So I'm sorry guys, by the way, since that we will be changing our setup, the lighting and my clothing. By the way, this is the next day me. I will just be continuing our vlog. So the next image that I will be showing you guys is ice cream. I really love ice cream so much. When I was a little kid, I used to buy dirty ice cream, and I think dirty ice creams are more best than of those expensive ones. And yet, whenever I'm in a bad mood, it sets my mood. It literally makes me feel okay. It is my comfort food, and I feel really happy whenever I eat ice cream. That is one thing about it. It's cold and it makes me feel alive. Ice cream is really something that I cannot live without. So if there is one food that I cannot live without, that is ice cream. I really love it. It's so delicious. It puts my mood. It literally makes me feel okay. Whenever I'm in a bad mood or whenever I feel sick, it's just a combo. Something that, I crave a lot. And actually, of all the desserts that I have tasted, ice cream is one thing that I cannot really resist, because whenever we go to a buffet or whenever I finish my lunch or even in breakfast, I always eat it. It's so delicious. It's so irresistible. That is one thing that I love it. And also, one fact about me, I can finish 2 or 3 gallons of ice cream in just one sitting, and now I am craving about it because I'm still talking about it with you guys. And I just finished the hot fudge of Mangdo. It's so good. I highly recommend it. And you know what, guys? Every time that we go to the mall, whenever I see an ice cream, even if it's just a low-key ice cream, I buy it. I buy it because I do crave for it like every single day, every single time. So whenever we go to a grocery, I always stock up with ice cream. And guys, promise it did help my mental health, especially this pandemic. I had a really bad breakdown about my academics and everything that is going on with the world. I feel like I was not good enough. I feel like I was too weak. I was too bad for online class. And you know what, guys, one thing I have learned during this quarantine or this pandemic, it is really up to us which coping mechanism we will make or what we will pick, especially these hard times in our lives. I know it's hard to deal with the situation, but all we have to do is to actually believe in ourselves. Also, one of the effective ways to cope up with the stress this quarantine is by reading books. I don't know, I just got obsessed with books ever since I was in high school. Before, I was just reading ebooks on the mobile phones, but as time goes by, I learned to appreciate novels. Before, I do not want to read novels because they are so long and I feel like I won't be able to finish them. But when I started reading novels, I just can't stop doing it again. And actually, reading books is actually one of my ways to escape from reality somehow. It helps me to actually have a healthy mind because whenever I am reading books, it feels like I am in another planet. It helps my mind at ease. Finally, the last image that I will be showing you are the famous plants. They are so popular this quarantine, and I suppose they were one of the coping mechanisms that other people use. I am not really a fan of plants, but I always see it everywhere in the marketplace, on Facebook, in online shops. There are other celebrities who are actually possessing plants, and actually some of the plants are really expensive, like thousands of them. And I don't know, people are really raving about it this quarantine. All of people are actually stocking up with plants. I am not really a fan of it, but somehow I learned to appreciate the plants because without the plants or the trees, it will be so hot in this world. I have other friends who are using plants as their coping up mechanism for stress, especially this online class. They are really trying an effort to buy it online, everywhere, or wherever it is. They will really get it. And that is it for the mental imagery and wellness. And if you're still watching this, thank you so much for reaching out to the end of my vlog. Always remember that to take care of your mental health because that is your wealth. And also to my co-students out there, you have to take care of your mental health. That is your wealth, and it is really the most important thing to take care right now, especially these difficult times in our lives. And also, if you need to break down, that is really okay. It's perfectly fine because you're a human. You feel something, you get tired too, you get anxious, and that is perfectly fine. Lastly, give time for yourself because self-care is really important. You must take care of yourself by just simply doing your makeup, do the things that you love, do a skincare.